Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video with me today here on YouTube. My name is Gina, and I just like to kind of do makeup with you guys and like do reviews and like stuff like that. That's my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world, and I've always been doing it since I was very young. So I'm like, why not just do it for real? So welcome to my channel. And for today's video, we're actually gonna be doing a really cool thing. I'm gonna be talking to you guys about the birth control Nexplanon that I actually got put into my arm. Um, it was actually kind of like nasty footage. You're gonna see it now. I'm gonna play it for you guys because I recorded the entire thing. Nexplanon is a birth control that goes in your arm, and it's to not obviously to not have babies. It's 99.9% effective, and it lasts 4 years. It's actually the birth control that I've been on for 6 years now. I just got it replaced. And on the video you're gonna see her being a little rough, and it actually isn't like that all the time. It's just that since this is like the third time that I get it replaced, my scar tissue is kind of like building up on the little scar area. Like I have a lot of scar tissue obviously, so it kind of got stuck and she had a hard time pulling it out, which is why it even comes out bent. And looks kind of gross, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but that's why I'm gonna play the video for you guys. And yeah, so this birth control has actually been the best effective one for me personally. I rarely get my period, and if I do, like, it's super freaking light, like maybe one day, maybe 2 days, maybe not even a day at all, like literally just like barely even anything throughout the day, honestly. And then also I get buck wild, just kidding. But seriously, like, you could. Now, I've tried different birth controls. I've honestly tried almost all of them. I tried to get the one that goes inside your nananu, but I couldn't because something's wrong with my uterus. She said that it wasn't allowing it to go in there, and I could be one of the few that could get like a tear or something like that. So I didn't want to keep forcing it. We tried it a couple times and it didn't go in, so we just left it like that. I was on the diet. What is it? Dipo, I think it's something like that. Depo shot, where they give it to a shot in your ass, a shot in your butt, and actually that one makes you gain a little weight. It didn't not really make me gain weight, but it did make me like really moody. And you also have to get that shot like every 3 months. So every 3 months you have to go back to doctors, bend over, pull your pants down, and get a shot in your. As for the pills of birth control, I actually got pregnant with my son off of the birth control pills. I wasn't taking them as often also, so like, you know, I was taking them most of the time, but when you miss them, like it could still happen and stuff like that. And so happened. So that kind of sucks. So I didn't want to get the pills again because honestly, it's like a lot of responsibility. You have to do them at the right time, at the certain time, and if you miss that time, it's like just a lot, and then you barely even remember taking them every day. So that was kind of just a lot for me. I also tried the patches, but those came off. You have to change them every 7 days, and dudes, those come off with shirts, with the blankets, with your pants. Like you have to change spots all the time, and yeah, so I hated that one as well. And I honestly was just like, fuck, I just really want a birth control that is not gonna be messing with my hormones, um, messing with me all the time. And I do want birth control because I personally do not want another kid. Maybe in the future, but like really, I really don't want another kid. I have two of them, and I'm kind of good right there where I'm at. So I really wanted a birth control that's not gonna be up there, for like so many years, but something that's gonna be like safe. And this one actually has not let me get so many hormones. It actually has worked so good with my hormones. I barely get hormones. I get my period like regularly, lightly, but like when I do, I get the cramps or whatever. Like it's really like honestly really natural, and it lasts 4 years. In the video that I'm about to play, you're about to see her doing the replacement. She's taking out my old one and putting in a new one. When you get it replaced the first time, it actually is just like one shot they give you to numb it, and then they stick the needle in there, and like it's very easy. The first time, this is the third time I'm telling you guys about, so it is kind of like bend, and it does look really gross, and she does kind of really rough. Like I said, I did have scar tissue, and it is what it is. I don't know if she kind of hurt me also, because it just is rough, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you guys next, and you guys are gonna be prepared. It's a little gross.
Shoulder blade. Alright, you're gonna feel. Okay, it's a nummy. I know, I'm sorry. A lot of steaming. A lot of steaming. Worst part. This is the worst part. Alright. That's gonna sit there and numb you while I get everything ready, okay? Thank you. So you're gonna feel pressure, okay? Sorry, a lot of tugging. Okay. And it's back.
Good. Okay.
So I wrote down some questions that I thought you guys would want to know. Like, I have a little journal right here. So like the first one says, does it hurt? And honestly, it does not hurt. What hurts is the first shot, and that's just because they're numbing you up. But it doesn't hurt actually that bad. If you're scared of needles, honestly, it's really not that bad. It kind of just feels like a pinch. When she was taking it out though, it did kind of hurt because of my scar tissue, and you can see her stick like all the scissors in there, and you can see just like it is painful because it's gross. And the first time that I got it changed, it did not look like that, and it did not hurt like that. But this time around, it did, and yeah, so you get a little grossed out. So with the Nexplanon, the next question is how long is the recovery? So for 48 hours, well, I think it's actually like 24, but I left it for 48 just because I'm so scared. To keep on the gauze wrapped around your hand, like it's supposed to be like a little tape wrapped around your hand. Um, and that's to keep like the little thing from coming out of its skin. So that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to lift anything for 7 days or have sex for 7 days. But definitely don't lift anything heavy at all. Because it could also just like come popping out of your skin, which hurts really bad. So I haven't had it personally done to me, but there's that. And then the third question is, can it move from its original place? And actually, it could, but you guys have to like think about it too, because it actually doesn't move often. Like, it's not something that they see a lot, but keep in mind that it could happen. I'm not a doctor, but I do recommend for you guys to not be sitting there playing with it either, just because, like, it's obviously gonna move, and like, you don't want it to slide down over here or something like that. I don't know if that could happen, but you just want to be safe. And then yeah, like, I haven't got pregnant in already 6 years. Proud to say I'm a go-getter. Just kidding. No, but I haven't been pregnant, and that makes me so happy because I get baby fever as like all the time. Like, I love babies. That's 100. Like, that's why I didn't need birth controls, because I love kids so much. I honestly would have probably been on my fifth kid by now if I didn't have birth control. Like, I already knew myself, so I was like, first thing first. Once I get this baby out, like, I need to find birth control that's gonna stay with me, and I'm not gonna have to be fighting with too much. Because honestly, the other ones, they weren't doing what they should have been doing, or shouldn't have been as helpful as they were. But we're all different, so I recommend trying them out because we're all different. Okay, so the fourth question I have written down is, does it hurt when it's in your arm? So for the first year, it did kind of hurt just when I would like put pressure like that laying on my hand or something. That did kind of bother me a little bit. Also something else that kind of is a little TMI, but I'm gonna tell you guys, is that the first year that I had it, I was on my period for like 3 months straight. Like, that was kind of scary, and it was normal. Well, you just like, you want to be aware because you don't know how your body's gonna react. And it did stop, so don't give up. Don't like stop. Oh my gosh, because I'm like, just keep going and keep going. Like, some girls have had it go for 6 months, and I don't remember if I had it for 6 months, but I had it for a long ass time, and I would say about 3 to 6 months. So guys, just like, I know it sucks, but like, it's only the first year because your body's getting used to it and stuff. It's doing changes, and I mean, it is something that's going inside of you, like any other birth control. So yeah, I just keep that in mind. It doesn't happen for everybody. I put my two sisters on this birth control because they're older already. So when I started on birth control, I was like, you should get the one in your arm, just because, like, of the different side effects I had with all the other ones, it kind of sucked. And just this one's like, I don't have to worry about it. It doesn't hurt me. I am a tomboy, so I'm always wrestling and like messing around, wrestling with my boyfriend, wrestling with my kids. I have a son, so he's always wrestling. And like, I have to have like that thing because we're always outside, we're hiking, we're like on ropes, we're like doing the crazy things all the time. So for me, it's just perfect because it doesn't bug me. I could do all that and it's just there. Like, the only time it'll bug is like if I'm like getting grabbed right here like that or something. And not even, it doesn't bug still. Like, it just feels kind of weird. When you touch it, it does feel like a little plastic wiry rubber. Like I said, I don't recommend you letting everybody touch it. When I let people touch it, I just let them like lightly touch it, because it could move, and so I'm so scared for that. So I don't ever let anybody touch it. It is a freaking nice birth control. I am gonna say though that in the next few years, like, I'm gonna have a lot of scarring, because eventually, like, what if I get changed 10 times? I'm gonna have 10 little scars. I'm already at 3 scars, so it's like, do I really want to have that many scars all over my arm? No. So that's kind of like a downfall. Um, but yeah, so far it has only been those two things, which was my period and um the incision. But really, everything else was like the scarring. Like, everything else is pretty good. I love it. Yeah, guys. So this is the end of my video. Again, like I said, I do prefer this Nexplanon birth control. It has been doing great for me and my family so far. Well, me and my sisters, not my family. But it is like a great birth control. I do recommend it. Yeah, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed my video, enjoyed the gruesome parts of it, and like seeing it and stuff like that. I know it is pretty like gross, and it's just scary. It's like scary to see and look back at it and be like, oh my god, gross. And like, when I watch it, I just get all icky. And it's funny because I work at a funeral home, and like, I see a lot of icky, gross, nasty, unmentionable things at a funeral home. And when I just see my arm or anybody else's blood or like anything at all, I get so grossed out. But if it's like dead people, like, I don't mind it. I don't scared. Like, I'm okay. It's just so weird. It's just so weird, and it makes me laugh because it's like, how are you not scared of dead people, but you're scared of like alive people? And I don't know the difference, because live people shouldn't scare me because it's little cuts, and dead people, like, I could like see like some really nasty stuff, and it don't scare me. So I don't know. That's just kind of weird. Maybe my brain just knows how to react. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and welcome back. Please hit that subscribe button if you thought this video was good, and if you guys want to see more content, just let me know. And also, guys, I hope that this kind of gave you some information. If you guys have more questions, I could do a video later on some more Q&As about this birth control. Those are kind of just like the 3 questions that I came up with. That I thought like I wouldn't know, when the questions that I had when I first was gonna get it. I'm so glad to post this video for you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And as I always tell you guys, God bless, and I hope that you guys stay up.